Hey guys, it's X Lizandria X and welcome back to this channel. And today's video is a voiceover video. I don't typically do a lot of voiceover videos unless it's like for a small bit in my regular videos. So today's gonna be a little bit different, and sorry if I have like botched audio or if you're hearing a lot of a lot in the mic. I just don't have a good mic, so of course I'm using my phone. If you guys want me to invest in a mic, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel so I can invest in a mic. I think that's one of my like YouTube things that I really want to get. I have the camera, I have my computer. I feel like all I really need left is a mic, so audio can just be a little more better and clear for you guys, and I want to give you guys the best content. But enough of all that jibber jabber. So you guys clearly came to this video because y'all want to hear my opinions about how I think vicTORIous could have worked as a mockumentary. So what is vicTORIous? Do I really have to do this? But for video purposes, according to Google overview, life is about to change in a big way for 16-year-old Tori Vega, Victoria Justice. After years of living in her older sister's shadow, Tori has been invited to attend Hollywood Arts, a high school with a focus on the performing arts. While the invitation comes as a surprise, she's never thought of herself as particularly talented, and she still has to deal with being the new kid on campus. Hollywood Arts may just give Tori a chance to shine. A mockumentary, or a mock, is a motion picture or television program that takes the form of a serious documentary in order to satirize its subject. vicTORIous actually came out during a time period when the mock style of filming was really popular, with shows like The Office, Parks and Recs, and Modern Family. This actually really could have been a nice turn for Nickelodeon because the shows on the channel didn't have that kind of format. Well, shows that I know of, because even though, yes, I grew up within that timeline of the iCarly, vicTORIous Big Time Rush, I feel like there was a lot of shows that I also missed as well because I also watched Disney Channel and Cartoon Network. So I just feel like sometimes I just missed some television shows. Like, I didn't watch like shows like The Naked Brothers Band, I think that's what that show is called, or Just Jordan. I never watched those shows because I just was disconnected from that. I never even saw reruns of those shows. So I didn't really find out that those were shows until maybe like a year ago, watching other creators who make nostalgic content. So yeah, but I digress from that. Anyways, this could have been a great thing. Think about it. Documenting teens at a performing arts school trying to make it in Hollywood. If Nick didn't advertise this show to like age groups from 6 to 11, vicTORIous could have easily been a show for ages 12 to 16. And a format like the mock could have set this show apart. Like, it's just something about vicTORIous that if they really didn't have the laugh track and really push it towards kids, this show easily could have been a teen show. Easily. If this show was a mockumentary, then the first episode honestly would be set up just a little different, but let me explain. Like, Trina could have blackmailed the camera crew to come over to her house, because remember, the Vega sisters' dad is a cop, so she could have used that against them. So to try to get out of the blackmail or whatever the case may be, they just do whatever Trina says, and usually Trina would get the attention at school since there was no previous reason to come to her house. So this would be the first time they ever come over, and Tori wouldn't know that they were coming. Like, she knows about Hollywood Arts, and that's the school that Trina goes to, and she knows that Trina has a camera crew at her school. Trina just didn't let Tori know that the camera crew was coming over to their house. Anyway, after that like scene, I think, and after like the awkwardness of Tori being in front of a camera or anything like that, I think the rest of the episode would just remain the same, with the performance, Jade pouring coffee on Tori, all the things. It would just be in a different format of filming, which is the mockumentary style. So I was actually watching bits and pieces of the Paparazzi episode, and since they were filming it like TMZ style, like no set cameras were really on the ground, which leads to this motion uneasiness setting to the camera. And I feel like if vicTORIous was filmed this way, I feel like I would definitely enjoy vicTORIous a lot more. Also, like the Wood episode, when they had the reality TV producers come and all that extra stuff, but those people were just trying to cause chaos. But my point is just really more so of the filming aspects in the way the show would just be filmed. So I feel like if this show had a mock style, these characters would have pullaways or confessionals, and we would really dive deep into these characters' mindset and every conflict that they face at Hollywood Arts. This would, of course, most likely change characteristics, certain arcs and development, but I'm down for it. So this might lead someone to think, but we got those insights on the slap. And honestly, true, but that's more on what the students really did outside of the school or just random acts that they did. And I feel like the slap's purpose was to just keep us, the audience, even with vicTORIous just being a regular sitcom, just kind of up to date with the characters outside of the show. But I think the slap would definitely have bigger purposes if it was filmed in a mock style. While the camera crew wasn't filming them and the kids, they could just talk about their lives outside of school, or even the crew themselves and how it's like having a camera crew and being on a show and a mockumentary, you know, all that different type of stuff as well. With the camera crew essentially being at the school, it could be the start of some type of career in Hollywood, because maybe some execs could have seen the documentary, quote unquote, because in our real world it's a mockumentary, but in the show vicTORIous is a documentary. Anyways, and it might have opportunities for them, like Andre really could have been working as an intern for music producers and all that stuff, while, you know, maybe like Tori could have actually went out to, you know, be a singer, and like Beck could have been an actor, and so he would have been in a couple of movies and all that different stuff as well. And I feel like for me, the Roborazzi episode really just put it into perspective, because it's just something about the way vicTORIous was filmed like that. And it just felt so natural. Like, yes, it's a multi-cam, 3-cam setting. That's what most sitcoms usually film in. But I just think that if vicTORIous was a single cam show with, you know, like no laugh track, no background, just in like the mockumentary style, like Parks and Recs, Office, Abbott Elementary, I think the show definitely would have done great, especially if they did not advertise vicTORIous to kids. Now, of course, the show's name probably would change to maybe like Hollywood Arts, which I know they're trying to name the revival or reboot. They're trying to rename that Hollywood Arts, but I could definitely see this quote unquote mockumentary style of vicTORIous being named Hollywood Arts, and that would just, it would be so cool. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below so we can talk about it. I feel like I'm probably missing stuff in this video. If I am missing stuff, I'll probably just add extra audio. But thank y'all for watching so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, especially subscribe. And I hope that y'all have a great day. Bye.